Well, I was drafted in July '41, 6 months before the war. That kind of made me think something's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, they drafted thousands of men. When I went in July of '41, everybody said, oh, we're going to be here a year, just a year's draft.
Mr. Vice President, Mr. Speaker, members of the Senate, of the House of Representatives, yesterday, December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy.
We were sitting in our barracks and playing bridge. We didn't even stop the bridge game. Everybody said, well, there it is, you know. And we by that time we knew for sure this can't continue without the war being declared. It wasn't Japanese without even declaring war.
In the month after the attack on Pearl Harbor, the U.S. Army's 8th Air Force is established in Savannah, Georgia. It has 7 men and no planes. Less than a year later, it is tasked with defeating the most powerful air force in the world, the German Luftwaffe. 26,000 8th Air Force men will die, more than the U.S. Marines lost in all of World War II.
Besides the actual physical training in an airplane is important. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of ground school. We learned a lot about weather. We learned a lot about what makes an airplane fly. The basic things you'd have to have. Anyone would have to fly.
Back in the United States, our new fighters like the P-47s were being shipped to England. Fighter aircraft had become so vital in the war against the Axis, they were given high priorities.
Then we went into pre-combat, and that put us in a combat aircraft, and I was piloting a B-24, as you know. And that, we took a train to Topeka, Kansas. We were there a couple of days, and they said your orders are to go to a field in Florida, I think it was Marshall Field, near Miami. And they gave us a hard envelope which you couldn't open, sealed. So you got in the airplane and you up. He said, you take off, fly heading 136 degrees, which takes you exactly down to where you need to go in South America, Trinidad. And everyone said, do not open your orders until you're at, take heading 136 degrees, and you're at 5,000 feet, you may then open your orders, know where you're going. We had never flown across water in our lives. Our navigator had never navigated over water. And here we were going down to South America, down below the equator, across the Atlantic to Dakar, French West Africa, up the west coast of Africa, generally that area north, to Marrakesh, Morocco, and from there into Land's End, England. That took 2 weeks. And now they fly across the Atlantic in 6 hours. Yeah. So it was kind of old-fashioned, but it was fun. That was the greatest adventure I've ever had in my life.
Yeah. Jack Pelton was a member of the 445th Bomb Group. The main objectives of the bomb group was to destroy German industry. They focused on destroying the Germans' oil refineries and military factories and facilities. Although the 445th Bomb Group was very successful throughout its deployment in Europe, the German Luftwaffe was a serious threat to their individual missions and security. The most notable confrontation between the 445th Bomb Group and the German Air Force was in Kassel, Germany, the most concentrated air battle in history.
Our group, 445th Bomb Group of B-24s, was sent to a target at Kassel, K-A-S-S-E-L, Germany. immediate penetration into Germany. Of a total number of 504, I think, bombers from all groups in that area, we were, our group had sent out 35 planes. 7 of them aborted engine problems or whatever. Some of them get very sick in the plane or whatever. So we got 29 on the target. In 4 minutes, the Germans lost 100 and launched 120 German fighter aircraft, Me-109s and FW-190s are their favorites. They came through 20 abreast through our formation, about maybe 20 seconds apart. They came flying through, they just sprayed the formation and kept on going until the next wave came through, and the next, and the next. Finally, 4 minutes later, they had set all their planes through ours. They lost 18 fighters. We lost 25 of our bombers, each carrying 10 men. Of the 250 men that are in there, I'm trying to remember, I think 192 died or were prisoner of war. And the guys who survived were almost crazy to see all their friends dying. I mean, so great. There are hundreds of men coming down in chutes. Some of them chutes on fire. Some of them body parts in the air from exploding bombers. And they were just out of their world.
Is a solemn but glorious hour. I wish that Franklin D. Roosevelt had lived to see this day. General Eisenhower informs me that the forces of Germany have surrendered to the United Nations.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. I've been around for a long, long year. Stole many a man's soul of faith. I was around when Jesus Christ had his moment of doubt and pain.
Literally, I literally became a man from a boy. Just no doubt in my mind.
Pleased to meet you.